Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of ROX Talks. This time we're talking to UK blues rock folk band When Rivers Meet. They are a duo with supporting musicians, a husband and wife team, Grace and Aaron Bond. They were formed in 2016 in Essex. Grace used to be in a Meatloaf tribute act. And Aaron played in local bands, so there is a musical heritage there between them. They used to be known as Holmes and Bond, appearing at the Brighton Sea Free Music Festival in 2016, where they made their mark apparently. They began touring the UK in an old Volkswagen camper van in 2019, and they appeared at the Great British Rock and Blues Festival in Skegness, which I still maintain is in Scotland, but my husband quite rightly disagrees with me. Because of COVID, they had to give up on that tour, as did so many other bands, of course. They focused on online talks and live streams on Facebook and YouTube to great effect. In January of 2021, Grace told ITV News the live streams had managed to receive over 500,000 views. We're not jealous, much. From over 100 different countries. That is quite astounding. WRM released their first EP, The Uprising, in April of 2019. Their second EP, Innocence of Youth, hit the shelves in May of 2020. By November, a full-length LP had been released, their debut album, We Fly Free. Poignant title indeed. The album was produced by Adam Bowers at the Boathouse Studio in Suffolk via One Road Records. In May 2021, the band won the UK Blues Award, including Best Blues Band and Blues Album of the Year. Not bad considering it was their debut album, don't forget. We Fly Free has 12 songs, all written by Grace and Aaron, and is available right now on CD, vinyl and digital download. The first single from the album is called Battlegrounds. There is a YouTube video for that, and by all means go and check it out. That's on One Road Records. So far, both album and single have had great reviews, and they are supporting King, who we interviewed last year, if you may recall, on their UK tour. The band itself is Grace Bond on vocals, mandolin and violin, Aaron Bond on vocals, guitar and slide guitar, Adam Bower, who's produced the album, he plays bass, drums and piano and organ, and Robin Breeze hits things for a living and also plays the piano. He's a bassist, organist and piano as well. So quite a formidable backing up band in its own right, as you're sure you agree. Between them, they have produced 12 brilliant songs of very British sounding blues. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to Grace and Aaron Bond from When Rivers Meet. Anyway, welcome to ROX Network. It's thank you so much for taking the time out to talk to me tonight. I've been trying to get hold of you, and I said to Peter, I've got to catch these guys because I really want to talk to you, because I saw your videos, it's going to be some weeks ago now, and fascinated me. I wasn't sure at first what to make quite a bit. I thought, are they a pagan band? Are they, is there something going on? And
we are what you want us to be.
Well, I'm pagan, so and I suppose I look for that imagery in everything. If I see anything remotely hippie, I go, oh, they're pagan.
That's cool.
You were formed in 2016, but I think you weren't married then, were you?
No, we weren't we? 2006.
Do we get married?
Oh, it's a good start. I like it when the arguments get juicy.
Yeah, 2015. Yeah.
We actually, it's kind of a bit of a longer story because we've been together for like 17 years as a couple. And when we met, we were doing different projects. So I was singing in like every band, country, rock, blues. You were in some rock projects.
Yeah.
I was in a Meatloaf tribute band when we met.
Yes, I saw that, yes.
Yeah.
That's well cool.
And then we eventually, like several years later, started writing, because neither of us wrote songs, so we started writing together. And we were sort of doing music, but we weren't really kind of enjoying the music we were creating.
We were doing like acoustic-y kind of stuff, because I had an acoustic guitar, I was playing fingertip style guitar, and Grace was playing fiddle and mandolin, weren't you? And it was very much a case of, you know, we weren't really enjoying what we were doing. We don't know why. We didn't know why at the time.
And we were doing like our bread and butter musician work, like function stuff, and getting our kicks out of that. And I was like, this isn't right.
No.
And that's when we done a real definite shift of let's play some music we love. Let's completely.
Well, what happened was at a Guns N' Roses concert, and Tyler Bryant and the Shakedown were playing, and Grace had a couple of beers, and all of a sudden stood up in the stadium going, "This is what we should be doing!"
Because I was loving it so much. It was like, why are we not playing this? And that's the sort of, well, that was like 3 years ago. 3 years ago, we done the switch over, and that's when it all changed. Everything changed. So.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. I mean, it was, I suppose it was good timing, and at the same time, bad timing, because just as you were sort of gaining momentum, as it were, because you'd had 2 EPs out at the time before the dreaded, we won't mention the name because we get instantly cut off YouTube, but before the dreaded you know what, you were just getting that momentum going. You got 2 EPs, and then you got the LP on its way, and then bang, you must have been gutted.
Well, I suppose like any musician, we were just like, damn, what are we going to do now? Because like everybody, we just lost all our gigs, and we quit our jobs not so long back before that, and it's like we were supposed to be just touring around the country playing our music in our beat up V-dub van, and we thought, what are we going to do? So it was like 2 weeks into the lockdown, we saw other people jumping online, so we thought, well, let's give it a go and see what happens.
People were saying, "Oh, why don't you do a live stream?" We were like, "Oh no,
singing to your phone, no,
it's gonna be awful." And at that point, we kind of decided we had to embrace becoming like online musicians, or go and get a delivery driving job, and I do have to get some admin online, to make ends meet. And so we were like, right, let's just jump straight in as online musicians. Everything, we've just got to forget about gigs and
focus on it,
and put all our energy into it, and it really paid off.
Yeah.
So.
It did pay off. I mean, ITV reported you had 500,000 views.
Yeah, we've had 1 million now as well.
Crazy. Which of course you've gone much more higher than that now, but you must be so proud of yourselves, because you certainly should be.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, totally. Yeah.
But the two of you are so, I mean, I've only known you for a couple of minutes, but you're so personable. You're so warm and friendly. I can see why people would want to keep coming back and watching you two, because you're obviously very much in love. I can tell that. It means a lot, especially with all what's gone on. With everybody being so isolated, it's meant a lot to people to see a familiar face. Especially someone that's singing songs and telling them about their life and things that's going on. Credit to you.
Oh, thank you. When we was doing it was just like, we missed going down the pub and listening to live music and having a beer and stuff, and we thought, well, that's kind of like our ethos, isn't it?
We wanted to recreate going to a gig, so it was always like, right, let's have a drink, cheers everybody, let's play some music and have a laugh. And we wanted it to be like, because we were all missing gigs, weren't we? So we just wanted it to be fun.
Just socialise.
Yeah,
Which
normal life.
Yeah.
I remember a comment the other day someone put online saying, "Oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't make the live stream. Bloody work interfering with my social life again." And I thought, that's so cool.
It's so
like,
cool.
really part of
Your
your social life, you know?
Yeah, I think things have changed. I mean, they go on about the Great Reset and how the world's changing. But to some extent, there are positives coming out of this. Is that we have now become this global community of people. I think it's in that way it's really beautiful.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely made the world a smaller place. You know, with being online for sure, hasn't
it?
And
for us, it's been a godsend.
Yeah, totally.
You know, you would have the delivery job now, and I would be back doing admin if we didn't have the internet.
Yeah.
Well, thank goodness you stuck at it. I mean, the album's out now, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
I thought it was, but I wanted to make sure because sometimes I get things wrong. I love the title, "We Fly Free." Given all that's gone on, you know, I don't think you could have titled it any better.
Oh, thank you.
No, definitely, and because "We Fly Free" it came out like really in the middle of lockdown. Well, it was still in the crux of lockdown, and then of course Saving Grace has come out, came out on the 19th of November this year. So they're literally, it's not even a year apart. So it's quite a feat.
To the day.
It is. It's sometimes things work out right in the end.
Definitely.
When
are you going to go back out and play live? Or is it too early to say?
We've played a few gigs out. We've played a few festivals, and we had a great tour with King. Who are a rock. Yeah, you know King. Yeah. So we supported them on their UK tour, which was brilliant. We learned so much. It was great.
It was really our first opportunity to sort of get out and play our songs since lockdown, and we've grown so much in that time. It was amazing, the support that we had, and also just remembering that we can play to people in person, and we're not going to melt, because I thought I was going to melt on stage or something. But just to be back out doing it, I didn't melt. It's fine.
No, as soon as we hit the stage, we were fine.
It's in your blood, and it just comes once you're on stage. Everything just happens.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It did, thankfully.
So what other live dates have you got planned?
We've got one more gig this year on the 18th of November in Bury St Edmunds, which is really cool. Sold out.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And then we're basically prepping for our headline tour in April, May, all over the UK.
And then after that, we're in the States, and then we're going to Europe, and then we're back for another UK tour at the end of the year. There are lots of dates.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Do keep us informed, because as you post dates, we'll pass them on, because I know people are going to want to catch you everywhere you go. You are one of those hot topics at the moment. Blues rock at the moment is exploding again.
It's great.
There's so much great music out there. Talking about music, I mean, what are your personal musical influences?
So I sort of started off loving, still do love, but like soul and Motown side of things. And then I found Bonnie Raitt and started digging into blues. And then Aaron introduced me to kind of
classic rock,
like Free, Bad Company, found Paul Rodgers,
Led Zeppelin,
and also like Guns N' Roses and the slightly like the later rock, and Thunder as well. So
I mean, my biggest influences, as you probably know, is classic rock, and also blues, and it's like John Lee Hooker, Muddy Waters, and people like that. So
it's still there in your blood, the original blues riffs.
Definitely. Yeah, for sure.
The simplicity,
love
it.
You can hear it. You can hear it in your music. It sometimes it gets lost, especially with all the effects that people add on, and let's put synthesizer on, let's put this on, let's put that on, and they lose the feel that blues has. It's a very grassroots feel music, isn't it? And I think that comes through with what you're doing. It's very personal. It's very natural.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that's awesome.
We definitely always try and go back to the simplicity of the old blues, like of getting a good riff and repeating it, and then just adding colour to it, and not trying. We don't try and. Well, that is it. Like, it's keep it simple for us. That's normally always
the blues is simple.
Yeah, because that's what we. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean the music that has been generated out of 5 notes over what is now 120 years is phenomenal. So why change it?
Exactly. I mean, when I first heard "Boom Boom Boom" by Johnny Hooker, I was hooked. You know, that for me is like, whoa, that's amazing. And it's, you know, it's very simple, but oh my god, it really speaks to you.
Yeah, if there's something, it just gets you. If you've got it in you, then you just get it, don't you? And that's it.
Yeah, and it transcends all nations as well. I mean, everybody gets the blues.
Absolutely.
If you excuse the pun, everybody gets the blues. Well, we wish you all the very best with your album and your tour. It sounds as if you're going to be very busy indeed.
Yeah, we are. Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Grace and Aaron. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Don't think I got the video on that one. Just me camera and meeting. Please record the video. I bet it doesn't. Tablet interrupted the I'll look in a minute. I bet it's though. I bet it hasn't. Anyway, I've got the audio.